Hi gamers! Time to show my newest updates to my collection. I got a pretty fun selection of games here, mostly Nintendo and mostly old stuff for once. So some nice retro items here. First up, I got a donation from Israel. Chai or Kai sent me Rival Schools for the PlayStation 1. Pretty sweet. And he also sent me a Mario Pez. I'm gonna be giving this to my kid. He hasn't had any Pez before, so it's gonna be fun to see him open that. And I also got some Israeli chocolate. And Kai also gave me these Bioshock posters, Shock Jockey, and Finest Vigors, and here we have a Possession. Any stallion can be tamed. So really cool posters here as well. So all sorts of stuff, thanks to Israel. Then I expanded my Game Boy collection with one somewhat essential game. I got Pokemon Red. Also had Blue before this, so gotta have them both, and of course still looking out for Yellow. And then also for a Nintendo handheld, if you will, I got two games for the Virtual Boy. I got here Innsmouth no Yakata, which is a pretty cool looking. As you can see, it's a 3D game, viewed from your own eyes, so it's pretty well suited to the Virtual Boy. And Space Squash, just a racquetball game basically, with a twist. And then it's been a while since I had my previous NES game. Also got here Ice Climber. Pretty classic game that I was missing. And I also got one game for the Super Nintendo. Here we have Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This is complete with the map. And this, like it says here, it is an entry-level role-playing adventure. So a bit of a simplified Final Fantasy game to hook people that thought Final Fantasy 2 and 3, as they were called in the US, felt a bit too difficult. So this is an easier game for them. And continuing on with the Nintendo consoles here, got one game for the Gamecube, 18-wheeler. American Pro Trucker. This is one of my favorite arcade driving games. Just some great humor and all around good fun. You're driving a really long rig here, and I love the little mini games that you do in between driving missions, like parking correctly, stuff like that. And then I guess that was it for the retro stuff. Also got some new games. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. And yeah, this is what the games look like if they are exclusive to the new Nintendo 3DS. So a black case, and the header is there on top. And yeah, this is of course a bit of a technical marvel. Naturally doesn't look as good as it does on the Wii. Some pretty rough edges here and there, but still it's an amazing game to have on a handheld. And of course I've been keeping up with my Wii U collecting as well. Naturally I got Mario Party 10. This is the Mario Amiibo set, this special edition, which just includes the Mario. I didn't even unbox this because there wasn't really anything to unbox. There's just a game inside here and the regular Amiibo Mario here. So nothing too special about this. But because I'm a collector, I also got a regular edition of Mario Party 10. Just for playing, and I'm gonna be keeping that special edition sealed because it's nothing too special. Mario Party 10, I'm not that big of a fan of Mario Party games, I have to admit. Maybe it's because I haven't really had friends to play with regularly. I do have some pretty epic game nights, maybe once or twice a year when I got more friends over, but in the middle of those I can't really play these party games like they're meant to be played, so haven't really gotten into them as much. But yeah, 10 might just be one of the worst Mario Party games. You know, they've downplayed the idea that it's a board game and everybody's playing for themselves. You know, you move in tandem with every player on the board, and you know, it just takes too long for you to get into the mini games, which of course are what Mario Party games are all about. So a bit of a miss here, Mario Party 10. And here I have a physical copy of Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars, but as you can see here, it just includes a download code for this. I have this game downloaded, but I have the physical edition here sealed for maximum collecting. I think that this was released on disc in Japan and as a physical download code in Europe, and USA didn't get any physical release for this at all. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's still nice to have a physical copy here. This is a bit like the Pokemon Rumble Special Edition, which was only released in UK, I think, Game brand game stores, which just includes some physical items and a download code. So this is kinda like that. And I also got a standalone Gamecube controller adapter for Wii U. So yeah, this finally came out in Europe as well. We didn't get, I know USA was sold out of these right away, but we just got these for individual sale in Europe. But of course I got one in my Super Smash Bros. Special edition, and now I got a second one for 8-player Mayhem. Great. And also got here one more Wii U game. Here we have, sorry for the glare, Hunter's Trophy 2 Europa, and it includes a black gun that you can put your Wii remote inside. There are 3 different colors. We got a black, a white, and this black and wood colored game. And actually this isn't a new release. This is something that was released, I don't know, like a year ago or 6 months ago, and this was actually a game that I was missing when I did my world's biggest Wii U game collection video, where I said that I had all of the Western releases so far, but that was a lie. So I was pointed out I was missing this, but luckily eBay helped me, and now I'm again on top of every Western game, unless you count Kirby, which comes out in Europe next month. So I'm gonna be getting that, even though it is out in the US already. And got here one final game that I thought I'd talk a bit more about, and it is the only non-Nintendo game here, unless you count the PlayStation 1 donation, Bloodborne for the PlayStation 4. And this is just a promo case for a promo disc here. Be sure to check out my 2 unboxings for Bloodborne. And yeah, this was my first Souls game. Basically, I think I played Dark Souls for like an hour, but I was a bit late to the party back then. I just couldn't get into the game then, and there wasn't really anybody that I could share my experiences with. But Bloodborne is something totally different. This is something that I knew I finally wanted to get into, and I have gotten into it big time. And it also helps that, you know, pretty much everybody at the office plays the game as well. So every morning we come to work and everybody say, oh, I killed that boss yesterday, and I killed 2 bosses yesterday, and oh, I couldn't kill anybody, and stuff like that. So it's a nice social experience as well, playing the game and talking about your progress. And that's really the great part about Bloodborne. When you do progress, it really feels good. It doesn't let you off the hook easily. You know, you might get stuck for days in the same boss, and you just have to grind your way up and then finally defeat that pesky boss. But it's just such a unique feeling when you can lose or your blood echoes, and you know, even your blood vials, which you use for healing yourself, if you you know, get into a long boss fight and use up all your healing items, you just can't load up a save and try again. You have lost those items. Then if you didn't defeat the boss, you have nothing to show for it, basically. So you always have something to lose. That's the great thing about Bloodborne. It really keeps you on your toes. It does have some technical difficulties and hiccups, like the frame rate in some areas, and of course the long loading times. But those are, you know, minor things here. It really is all about the gameplay, and it is fantastic. So many weapons and tactics, and so many things to master, so many things to get wrong. You can die horribly in so many ways if you don't keep your wits about your gaming. And it's just lovely. And the enemies, especially the bosses, are hideous, disgusting, really nice design, make your skin crawl. And of course the whole game world, starting from the very first area, it's fantastically designed. From Software are really the masters of character and you know, environment design. Really excellent stuff. I haven't finished it yet. I think I played like, I don't know, 30 or 40 hours, and I think I'm just about halfway there, but really having fun with the game. Excellent stuff. I can't really recommend it more or enough if you haven't bought it yet, but you have a PlayStation 4, you really need to play it. That's not to say that it is for everybody. I almost you know, stopped playing it in the very first area. I just couldn't beat you know, progress fast enough for my tastes, and well, that was of course mainly because I just couldn't play the game right. When I got to the bottom of the game system, then I started making progress, but I almost stopped playing it. I couldn't really fault anybody who thinks that, yeah, this isn't for me. This is way too difficult and way too stressful, and I can relate. But if you do hang in there with the game, it's really rewarding. One of the finest experiences so far for me in this whole generation. Recommended. And that was my collection update this time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.